that username is. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Things seem to be working. Stream's down. That's not good. I'm going to play this game. Providing limited commentary, maybe. I hope that there isn't anything bad going on with the internet right now. Playing knight there to go grab that pawn. Let's go take it. Let's go take it. Is the stream still down or is it back? Give me some love, people. Give me some love. I'm going to organize d5 as soon as I get a chance of Ruski. Let's play there. Go hit it. Go hit it. Hit it hard. Bring that knight to c5. Oh, yeah. Pin that knight to the queen. It's not really pinned, but it's sort of pinned because ooh, well, that was a bad move. Now his queen is overloaded. He should have dealt with that knight, either with b5 or just retreating the knight somewhere. But now he's got problemos, although he sort of saves the day with this move. It doesn't quite save enough of the day because there's a piece hanging at the end of that line, which is going to leave me up at least the exchange, possibly even a whole rook, depending on how things shape up here. Easy approach now as well because I just have an easy time pre-moving. That's what makes these positions so tough in Bullet. If there's not even any kind of mess to figure out, your opponent's just going to pre-move to victory, which is never fun. Pre-move, 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 just for funsies. Wow, he's playing pretty fast, though. You got to give it to him. All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure that the stream is back before I continue. I've received some feedback that we were lagging heavily, but now it seems that things have jumped back to good, from what I can tell. And I hope you guys heard my rant about the face camera. I mean, that was the most important part of the day. I invented a term called face camera. Do you get it? You know what I mean? All right. Just avoid that, okay? All right. Did you guys hear my thing about the face camera? That's okay. Just somebody confirm that I invented the term face camera, and that you blink to take a picture. Have I overkilled an obnoxious point yet? Okay, good. That's all I was trying to do. Thanks. Thanks for playing along. All right, we have Mr. Straight Lane, Dr. Straight Lane. Dr. Straight Lane. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the Bullet Brawl for this week, everybody. Dr. Straight Lane, at your service. I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Dr. Straight Lane seems to have lost his wherewithal. Well, another game aborted. Another day, another dollar, right? At some point here, I'm going to have to get back to taking on some stronger players. I know that Sam Hawkins is probably sitting there in his apartment alone, right? Can you imagine him being a superhero again? He's probably smoking a cigarette, right? He's just totally calculating his revenge against the mob, and he knows he can't allow it to happen again. I think that's what's going on right now. We'll take on c5. We'll give a little check if he plays knight takes. Bishop takes. The move I played maybe not the best. But it's too late now, brown cow. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just castle long. No, we'll play there, actually. Oh, that was a blunder of a piece. Oops. Yeah, he saw it. Took him a minute, but he saw it. Now I'm just going to try to play fast enough to beat him on time. He's playing well. He's simplifying the position. But I think I have enough compensation for the piece to be able to win this game. I'm saying that based on the fact that it's Bullet, and I know I'm a stronger player, and, you know, all that stuff. Of course, the position itself, unbiasedly, is probably still winning for Black with best play. But knowing that it's Bullet, likely neither one of us is going to play our best. That's a fact. I don't even know what's going on right now. All right, it's a queen, and we love it. Well, I hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to take a second. This Bullet Brawl is going to be going on for at least another half hour, okay? I'm going to take a second to let you enjoy the smooth sounds of BRB music, and I'll be right back. All right, a break short-lived. I saw some accusations in the chat that I must have been using the restroom. First of all, I have the bladder of a large horse. I can hold it for, I don't want to say weeks, because then you just know I'm exaggerating, but I drink more than a gallon of these a day. And you guys have seen me do streams that were 3 hours straight with no breaks. So I don't want to hear that accusation that I might be doing something completely normal that I have every right to do, that I'm not going to talk about on air. You get what I'm talking about? Thank you. Thank you for respecting my privacy. And also my ability to talk about what, you know, that I can hold it. That's all I'm trying to say. That also comes from being abused on a lot of road trips as a kid. When you get abused on road trips where people are literally just refusing to stop, you know, for those sort of natural things, then you get used to that. You know, it's like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it, kind of thing. So anyway, let's get back to some chess here and turn the attention away from my water drinking habits. But this has just been a delicious position to play. This has just been delicious. I'm going to cackle long because that's a fun move to play. I am not worried about what he wants to do with that. I think he forgot that if he removed the queen from the 7th rank, he was going to get checkmated. That was probably something he forgot about and is now suffering the consequences. So my heart goes out to him, right? Peace, love, and happiness, brother. All right, Lonesome George, you're up. Let's do this thing. Lonesome George. I'm pretty sure I have an uncle named Lonesome George. Like his first name is Lonesome, his last name is George. He plays on the harmonica. but it's usually awkward. He's like, he always has the harmonica on him, right? And everybody else is singing. And, like, no one really wants Lonesome George to play, but then he always has it, so he always has to play. You know what I mean? That uncle. It's a little awkward. You get it. I think I'm about to get crushed in this game. What's going on here? I don't even know. Lonesome George is about to crush me for my bad-mouthing of his harmonica skills. I wasn't talking about you, Lonesome George. I was talking about my uncle, Lonesome George. All right? Chill town. Take a chill pill and don't crush me, because that would just hurt if you crushed me. Although, in all fairness, I don't think you're going to crush me. The opposite might happen. Uh-oh. Well, now I'm blundering, so maybe you will crush me. Take. Check. Push. Announce what you're doing. That's one of my favorite parts of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Have you guys seen that movie? It's a thing now that everyone does in comedy where, you know, they just announce what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm not playing the best moves, that's for sure. But the position still seems pretty delicious for me. It still seems rather delicious. I guess I'm up on time too, so that helps. That indeed does help. Just playing some fast moves here, you know. Just some guys just being awesome, doing awesome. You know how it is. Whoa, he's playing fast here. I have to be careful now. All right. Well, that was a little bit sloppy toward the end, Lonesome George. I do respect your harmonica skills, in case my in-law, Uncle George, is also watching the show. Because you never know. Right? He is lonesome, after all. So here we go. We have a Chichilian. We're rocking it. Rock'em sock'em robots. The dragon. Bishop g7. Cackle. Knight c6. I'm going to play d5 again. That's the principled approach. But not now. Not after bishop to c4, of course. And that's a piece. You know, they come excited. They come ready to play in the Bullet Brawl. They know they have to play fast. And that sometimes leads to blunders like that. So, sorry to Mr. Robin Nielsen, whatever your name is. Sorry about that blunder. But it's not over yet. You, too, have a chance at redemption. Oh, I just want to sack there and go down the exchange, but it's a bad idea. You know how I feel about sacking things, right? You know how I feel about that. We'll just go take that. And then we'll defend. Attack. If he plays rook b1, I'm going to play rook c6. If he plays there, I have a4, trapping the rook. How sweet is that? That is some nice business. I'm going to play bishop to e7 so I can go gobble up that guy, which should give me a majority on the other side of the board. Unnecessary, the majority will be now, using Yoda speak. Unnecessary, your majority will be. Because now I'm up a piece. Oops, meant to play f5. That was a mouse slip. Meant to play f5, and now we're just going to run this pawn. And that should be good enough. So it turned out the majority was not unnecessary. Not unnecessary it was. All right, good game. Mr. Robin Nilsson, 94. Robin Nilsson, 94. We got so many other challenges here. We got Fisher Fish Fishy. We got Big Gerbil, Robert 0585, Bishop 358. I'm just announcing your name so you all know how much I love you and that I know that you're here and I haven't forgotten about you. But not everybody we will be getting to. Somebody with username Bane I got to play just so I have an excuse to do my Bane impression, right? I was wondering which you would lose first. What is it? What does he say? I was wondering which would break first. Your body or your spirit? That's Bane. I was wondering, Gotham is not worth... Wait, no, that's... I always slip into Connery. Darn it, Danny, get on top of your accents. I always loosely slip into Sean Connery. Sean Connery. 007. But I was wondering which would break first. Your body or your spirit? I think that was better. Ooh, so many options, not even quite enough time. There was so many delicious ways to play that position, yeah? Knight h4 was coming here as well. Right, now we have so many delicious lines. We take it. Take on f3, right? Let's say you blow open the king's side if I don't say so myself. Right, put the knight on e4. Bring a knight to g5 after queen h4. Target at f3 square and at h3 square. Nice, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Completely lost. My opponent is. Although we respect the effort. I wouldn't necessarily call it an A for effort, but I do respect the effort. I'm going to back up the bishop. Mainly because I was wanting to move my knight. And if I had moved it before, he would have taken my bishop. Pretty simple, right? Wasn't a lot going on with that. Oh, I think you forgot about that guy coming down. Or I forgot that it wasn't mate. What did I just do? It is mate. Okay. For a second, I thought I had, like, blown it, but it is mate. I did not blow it. I'm actually pretending. I did not forget. That natural moment you saw where, like, now you're like, oh my god, he's a really good actor. Because it really looked like he forgot it was checkmate. That face that he gave. Turns out, no. Viva la Brazil. Did not forget. All acting. You're welcome. Alright, Death Razor. That name is inappropriate. But I do like the name Logical Nonsense. So let's play. Let's play town. Population us. Boom, sloom, joom, croom, boom, doom. We'll play b5. Go for the attack. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go hit the e5 pawn. I never quite know what I'm doing in this position. I'm just, like, totally honest with you. I never know what I'm doing in this position. Because I feel like I just never get the type of compensation or counterplay on the queen side that I want compared to his attack. In this position, it seems to be working out okay. But often I am frustrated. I will admit that. And now I don't quite know what to do. Go here. It is often that I am frustrated. Frustration leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Wait, that's not a good Yoda. Hate leads to suffering. Everybody has a Yoda. No, not many people have a good Yoda. You ever notice that? How everybody does their Yoda, like, randomly and inappropriately, and you're like, you always laugh because it's, you know, it's nice to let somebody know that you know that they were doing Yoda. But how often do they actually do a good Yoda that, like, impressed you? And you were like, holy shenanigans, that was a really good Yoda. Like, that guy actually deserves our applause. It doesn't happen very often. I know what you're thinking. I'm about to get checkmated. I know that's what you're thinking. And you might be right. Indeed, you might be right. But pro tip for you, you also might be wrong. Okay? You also could be wrong that I am not about to get checkmated. Oh, shame on you, huh? Turns out I didn't get checkmated. Turns out I will be doing the checkmating. Or winning on time. I don't know what happened there. I was probably losing, so let's try to learn something from Logical Nonsense. So, this approach for black is kind of typical to put my serious chess face on now. Right. Serious chess face. The idea of, okay, I'm creating this big old queenside majority as a means to, you know, open up lines for my minor pieces to compensate for the coming attack. I mean, what white is doing in the King's Indian attack is there's no secret to it. White's going to play e5, which kicks the knight, And then they're going to do exactly what he just did. They're going to relocate this knight, drive the H-pawn to destroy the dark squares, and then bring those ponies in to work together on these newly created holes they've created. Okay, like that type of straightforward attack doesn't always work if your opponent is meeting a King's Indian attack with a King's Indian development themselves. Or against some other systems, it may be a little harder. But I like this kind of system. Plus, it meets up with my repertoire, and like I play a Nimzo Indian, so these kind of moves, like structurally, they make sense to me if White was ever going to transpose into something else. Which is, by the way, a big part of building your repertoire. Hashtag pro tip is whenever you're trying to choose your weapons against the Knight F3 and C4 and D4 sidelines, it's a really good idea to try to think about the structures you're most comfortable with against E4 and D4 and maybe try to map out some things that are familiar for that and also that won't allow you to be tricked by transposition. Because, okay, here's the thing. Like, if I just all of a sudden decide to play the King's Indian in this position, and my opponent goes back into a main line King's Indian, I don't normally play the King's Indian. I play the Nimzo Indian. So if you get into a D4, G3 King's Indian, it's not a structure I play every day. So even though there may be some advantages against the actual traditional King's Indian attack, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I know that a lot of people out there, come on, raise your hand, you're guilty. A lot of people struggle mapping out this part of their repertoire. So my advice is that's why I play this like system here, because I can be ready for any transpositions. Now, by the way, a lot of this opening repertoire stuff, if you're talking about players at the highest level, which is a mistake a lot of amateurs make, where they just they hear this advice and they say, oh, but the best players play everything, so I should play everything. Well, first of all, they're devoting 8 to 10 hours a day to chess. Are you devoting that kind of time? When you have that much time to devote to chess and you are playing at that high of a level, it's your job to play everything. You better be playing everything because you're not going to be putting yourself in the best position at those types of tournaments unless you can surprise your opponents. So 99, for the rest of us mortals, and I'm saying like pretty much everybody below 2650, yeah, even strong GMs, a repertoire does exist. Okay, so this kind of advice is important, and The main thing is, okay, so when he drives the E-pawn, I just have always felt a little bit uncomfortable about these positions. I wonder in this direct line if I can actually go take E5. Can I? Takes, knight takes, bishop F4. I'd have to play something like F6. Maybe I can play that way. Oh, what am I talking about? No, takes, he just wins a piece. Okay, yeah, duh. Of course, I've played this position before. It's just being an idiot. So, my idea is I'm trying to drive the C-pawn, and I'm going to meet D4 with C3, which would be a discovery on the queen, and that would certainly create open lines. So I don't think these last few moves were the best moves by my opponent. Normally, what I might face in this kind of position is either a more aggressive driving of the pawn, and then often they will meet like bishop a6 with like trying to put the queen on this diagonal, which avoids some of those discoveries. And if they've pried open the dark squares, the queen supports moves like bishop to g5 and then eliminating this dark square bishop. So I just don't always feel very confident that I'm going to get the necessary counterplay to make up for what we know White is about to do. And this game, it kind of worked out. And maybe I'm just judging myself too harshly. Maybe I played this position relatively okay, if you consider that I did calculate the obvious threats, like knight f6 I knew wasn't going to work because of takes, and then I pick up the g5 knight. But it just feels super scary, And after takes and takes here, I think that his best that he missed was that he could have just taken back with the knight. And if I take, he had queen f6 immediately. Resigns town, population me, bro. So this actually didn't work, which means that knight f6 check is a serious threat, which means I had to do something different here. Possibly f5 was a lot better than I thought. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's nasty. After he takes it, I have this move. That's like a pin town. Look at that. How often you see a queen pin a pawn to a knight? Not every day, because it also involves en passant, Holmes. And even though he takes here, I take here, he takes here. Probably it's a big old mess. That's it. But okay, maybe f5. I think I just got away with one here by taking. That's why I wanted to look at it, because I knew that, he played knight f6 check, which he missed this little intermezzo. He thought that I had to take back, and then it was going to basically get the same position he could have gotten the game. But instead, if he had taken on e5 with either one, either the rook or the knight, I would have been lost. So I got away with one, but I was aware of it, and I could have played f5, and there you go. That's and that's it right now. So let's move forward. We got a lot of other people here. Titch, Glodemore, Deathrazor, CBNDC, Hernandez95, Gladys CK. You're all wonderful. Thank you for joining the show. You can follow me on Twitter. If you want to know when these parties happen, follow me on Twitter, and we usually tweet out early in the day and then later on as we get closer. Of course, you can subscribe to everything else you see below. As far as the chess things go, you can subscribe to all of our chess channels. We are chess. Everywhere you look, we are chess. So I'm going to look for some stronger players and try to start bringing this thing to a close. We're looking at over an hour right now on Bullet Brawl for sure. I'm pretty excited that everyone's here, you know, not judging me. Everyone's just having a good time, right? You can't judge me, all right? I'm just here to protect my daughter, all right? I'm here to protect my daughter. Ever since your ma died, I found Transformers in my front yard. All right, when your ma died, I started finding Transformers in my front yard. And then I developed a gambling problem. And I started pushing those Transformers onto the black market, all right? And when I pushed them onto the black market, I got a lot of pressure from your dad. All right, because it turns out I'm not your dad. I'm your uncle. Ever since your ma died, I've been freaking out about telling you that I'm not your dad. I'm your uncle. All right? There's my Wahlberg impression. And that's me freestyling Wahlberg. I'm just declining challenges one after the other right now. Not because I don't love all of you, but because I just, you know, I've played so many people already today. I'm just seeing who else is here. The queue is set up to be limited to 20. Basically to prevent what you guys would have done to me based on that I'm seeing like hundreds of challenges here, would have been that you guys could have crashed the server by spamming me with challenges, as we've learned. Oh, I could have just played Genius KJ. That was an accident. Didn't mean to decline that one. Just trying to see who else is here. Let's see. Any strong players looking to bring it in for the real thing? Any titled players here? Looking to join the big show. Let's see. Challenge this guy. We got GM Tamir. I think that's Tamir Nabati, right? I think it is, and he's like the legend when it comes to playing the Verisov. My personal hero. #1 in your heart, #1 in my playbook. All right? I know, a lot of other challenges too. You're all wonderful. Bane 30, although I didn't play you right? I mean, I talked about my Bane impression, and then I didn't do it. Wow, you guys are just so awesome. Oh, here we go. We got Scion22. What does he think he is? A member of Neo's clan? LOL. Hashtag Matrix reference. Right? LOL. We are playing the exciting chess. You didn't know the exciting chess was a weird noun like I just pronounced it as, huh? Well, now you do. You learned something. Boom. Loving this. Absolutely loving this position. It just feels like he's holding on for dear life already. Boomtown? Chekaruski? Taketown? Come back? Liking this knight into c6 because that's where it feels most welcome. It's where it currently feels most welcome. I want to bring the other rook down. That's the idea. Yeah. Take with check. Come back. Okay, a lot of different ways to play this one now. Considering that it's going a little bit wrong for my opponent right now. Going a little bit wrong for my opponent. Take it. Take it. Shake and bake it. Check it. Check it out. Funk Soul Brother. We're pushing. We are pushing. And we're pushing. And we're pushing, and we're learning how to push. And we're pushing, and we're pushing, and we're winning. And we're queening, and we are checking, And we're taking, and we are mating. We are mating. We love it. We're pushing, we're checking, we're taking, we're mating. Let's play him again. Not a title player, but definitely a high enough player worthy of a best of 5 little series here. All right. Just got a little message there from Keaton Kira about his latest video. Wants me to edit some stuff. Clearly he's not watching the Bullet Brawl, which is obviously a shame on him kind of thing. A shame on him kind of thing. We'll come up. Come over. I would love to just get something even nastier than what I'm seeing here as an option. Play e5, I guess. Preventing him from mating me on the H-file. At least that's the idea. I'm going to try to bring this knight around. Whoa. He's doing that? I don't know that that's very good for him. But I guess he can get away with it, huh? The real issue for him is that his bishop on h7 is just, like, not in a good position. Or, sorry, bishop on h6. That's checkmate. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to tip your waitress, right? You know what I'm talking about? We're going to play this crazy stuff again because we liked our position last time. We liked it a lot. Aha. He liked it too, so he plays something different, which makes a lot of sense for him. We'll go ahead and take it. We'll go ahead and give check again. We'll take it again. This time we'll just get castled. We're not too worried about that pawn, because he has bigger issues to deal with that he's forgetting about. Namely, his pieces are hanging. And that's going to be a 3-0 best of 5 here today. That's going to be a 3-0 best of 5. A fast victory for this guy. Let's see who else. Let's see if some other title players wanted to jump in on this thing. Jump in on this action. Doesn't look like it, huh? Not a lot of other strong players wanted to take on the Dan Meister today. Understood. Well, we have so many players here. We have BFA Master. Did you mean to say like Banff Master? I don't even know what you meant to say there, buddy. Dan Dema, Loki O. So many challengers. Not enough time. Fishy Fish, Fisher, we know you've been here for a while. We get it. I get it. You get it. We're on the same page, buddy. All right, well, I think we're coming to an end, so I guess I will take on a few more players. Not a lot of other title players looking to jump in here. So I want to make everyone else happy. You guys have waited long enough, and I respect that. Let's take on KRRR, because I've seen you before, and I believe we've never played. You have issued challenges not to be rewarded. So, okay. Let's do this. Are you going to play your move, dude? Bueller? 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 All right, let's take Genius KJ on in a bullet simul in case KAAR shows up. We'll play Genius KJ. Looks like KAAR forfeited. So I'm playing this weird Verisov. F3 is actually a mistake against E6 early, but he didn't play the best move either, so we both get some weird position now. Some weird chess here being played. Our favorite kind. Going to aggressive town. Gonna get aggressive. We're gonna get aggressive. We're gonna get aggressive. Dude aggressive. Whoa. That was weird of you, buddy. I can take h7 and then give check. I feel like I should have something nasty, but I don't see it. What are you doing to me? That's actually turns out to be not such a bad move for you, huh? Turns out to be not such a bad move, actually. We'll go there. Put the knight on e5. c3. We're going to back up with the main idea being that we're threatening rook h2. That's the main idea right now. Which, of course, if we take h7 is going to be problematic for black. Now we have this pawn advanced, which always feels good to have a pawn on the 7th rank. You've never had it? Oh, you should try it sometime. Feels real good. Real nice, yep. You've never had a pawn on the 7th rank? What? I feel like I'm like, what do you mean, Shelly? You've never had a pawn on the 7th rank? Oh my gosh, girl. You have to go and get it. Right? Like, feels real good. Try it out sometime. Get that pawn on the 7th rank, everybody. You know what I mean, girl? Go get that mani-pedi, girl. Go get that pawn on the 7th rank and do it. Do it right all night. I'm playing Juggernaut right now. Juggernaut, Holmes. Juggernaut. He's probably a rapper. It sounds like the name of a rapper. I'd like to play somebody else right now. I think we should play a couple Bullet simuls before we go, because that's what it's all about. Bullet simuls, pushing it to the limit, is what it's all about. Well, I guess I'll take on Shalim at the same time, since that's what's going on now. Oh, Juggernaut played. So that's not good. Now I'm going to be playing a 2200 in a Bullet simul, and that's probably not a good idea. You know what I mean? It's probably not a good idea. I'm playing h4 in both games. I'm just going to drive the h-pawn in both games because I really don't know what I'm doing. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? Come on. Get out of here. Juggernaut. Juggernaut. Take and bake you, baby. Boom. Oops. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm clearly in a weird spot in both of these games. I obviously do not know what I'm doing, but that's a queen against that guy, so that makes that a little easier. I'm winning in both games, completely winning actually. But am I going to be able to beat a 2200? It would seem yes. Why not? Maybe just bring the other rook over. Problem is time in these situations, you know? The problem is always time in these situations. Give check. I think I beat Juggernaut, which is going to make my life a lot easier as far as this game goes. Did I really just beat a 2200 in a Bullet simul? Yeah, I did. I really did. And it feels real good. He doesn't have anything, so we have to push. We'll come back. Run the king away. Get out. Whoa. I'm going to lose on time. Oh, I did it! With 1 second, I was pre-moving the whole time. I did it! I went 2-0 in a Bullet simul against the 2200. Whoa! There's no way we can end this Bullet Brawl now. We gotta play Addy Patty after that thing. That was delicious! Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I'm proud of myself. It's allowed. You're allowed to be proud of yourself and okay with yourself, Stuart Smalley. Alright? Stop judging me. Because I'm not worthy of judgment right now. Right now I'm worthy of praise, okay? Because that was redunk, actually. That's what it was. I think that's the actual. If you look up what I just did in the dictionary, it'll say ridic redunk. That's what it's going to say right next to it. Like, he won a bullet simul, and there was a 2200 in it. Playing Addy Patty. I always lose to this guy, don't I? I don't even remember. For one of the rare times, I'm actually higher rated than him. So that's nice. What's going on with Addy Patty? Where'd he go? I'd love to play 2 title players at once. Whoa. That might be too much even for this guy. That might be too much even for this guy. What is Danny's FIDE ELO? It's way underrated. That's what it is. Okay. Well, looks like Addy Patty got disconnected somehow. Don't know how. Don't want to win a game like that, but that's what happened. All right, we'll take on Uni. Uni 123. The last title player of the day. This is it. This is it. This is what it's all about. These are all the marbles. It's coming down to this. We are going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that and do that. Then we're going to play knight c6. We're going to take it for sure. We will trade queens. Yes, we shall. Yes, have some. All right. That's a little weird. Everybody's playing weird now. Right? Everybody's playing weird now. Oh, I could have played knight takes g4 last move. Darn it. That would have been nice because his knight is hanging. I missed it. Whoa. I think he forgot that his knight on h4 is hanging. Because otherwise he probably wouldn't have done that. We'll go ahead and take it and then back up. Now we'll bring the king around. Go kick that guy out. Offer a trade. He doesn't want it. We're okay with that. We're going to go take here. We're going to go get that pawn. We're going to take there. We're going to take there. What's he doing? I don't even know anymore. Don't even know what he's doing anymore. It is over. Red Rover. It is over. Red Rover. As long as we don't stalemate him, which we didn't. All right. We got yeah, if people, you guys remember, it prevents this, the new improvements we have to the server is it prevents somebody from ever seeing more than the most current 20 challenges. So I was declining challenges a lot before getting to any title player challenges. So for those of you out there who think I'm avoiding you, I'm just not seeing your challenge, which is a good thing. It means that the code we designed is working. It was an improvement set up to prevent challenges from bogging down the server. It was causing problems, hence the Nakamura knockout fiasco. So anyway, we will not be getting to everybody today. I know there's some title players who now say they want to play. I get it. You get it, I get it. We all get it, but I'm about to win this one right here. I guess I'll give this check first and then this check. That is the most accurate way to win this one. All right, let's take them on one more time. Best of 3, best of 5, we always do. We don't play anything less, nothing less. Anything less would be uncivilized. I don't always play best of 5, but when I do, I prefer the Bullet Brawl show. I don't always play a best of 5, but when I do, I prefer to do it on Bullet Brawls. Yeah, we'll castle. I guess I am not in an ideal scenario. This is not good for me. This is definitely the worst of all the games we've played so far. So I definitely have to be a little more careful here on this one. Ooh, he took it. Ooh, that was nice. That was a huge mistake. I mean, that's literally eliminated why I didn't like my position, which was that that isolated pawn there. So that was appreciated. Now I know I've taken some time as well, which is now kind of the second issue with my position, but the first one was a real positional nightmare. So I am appreciative of that being gone. And now I'm slowly building up to what is a winning position. And I like it. I like building up to winning positions. In case you're curious what I like, that's one of the things I like. Guard the 7th rank. Come over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. He's beating me on time. Hiya! Hiya! Boom! Hiya! Right? Right? You know what I'm talking about? Hiya! Man, how did I win that game? I don't even know, but I don't feel bad about it because I was completely winning. I was completely winning all game, and somehow he totally made it. Or no, I mean, I wasn't completely winning all game. I was worse. Anyway, let's learn a little positional lesson. You never trade in these situations where your opponent has this horrible isolated pawn. This was the worst idea. I mean, any move is better. Queen to c3, put pressure here. Just bring the rook to c1 and just leave the pressure. There's no advantage here. If anything, the bishop is better than the knight in this kind of endgame, and, you know, I definitely worked the position to one where black is certainly not losing. I mean, here I could have been more accurate. I think like rook to b5 to guard this pawn first, and then even like king d6 and build up. I think I've created a position where I'm pushing a little bit. Probably could still be a draw with best play, though. But, you know, I just got under serious time pressure, and so I was basically blitz scrambling my way out, and, you know, like we said, we know it got sloppy, and I managed to hold on. But here he should have played rook here check. He didn't see that for some reason. But, okay. So he missed his chances. But in the end, we took a 3-0 Bullet Brawl. And I know there's other title players now who would like to jump in. But we're really pushing the limit right now. We've had a great time. We've had Wahlberg impressions. We've had butchered English accents. You know, we've had inappropriate jokes about where babies come from. You know, I mean, we have had a full show today. I am famished, all right? I am done, girl. I'm going to go get a mani-pedi. Y'all are going to go play on Chess.com anyway. You're going to subscribe right now to Twitch. If you haven't already, you're going to do it right now, this second. And we're going to see you around, everybody. Laters. Laters, skaters, on Chess.com.